Because once a wildcat, always a wildcat.
Are you gonna jump out the birthday cake and sing happy birthday for Zanessa?
Are you the Thaks little angel? When are you guys getting married? Pretty soon?
But what will happen once they graduate? As they leave High School Musical and have careers of their own on other projects with other co-stars, there may be temptations that they're not facing now.
Yeah, Vanessa, you were at the jazz game the other night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Can't wait for the game tonight.
Yeah, we're waiting for the game. It's gonna be fun.
Vanessa, what about love stories that might be happening?
You know, I don't want to give it away, but I mean, this is the last chapter of the Wildcats, and you know, our characters are growing, and we're growing as people, and we're making tougher decisions, like Zach said, and you definitely see relationships blossom. I'm not going to give it away, but it's really good.
Is Vanessa here tonight?
She's not. She really wishes she could be. I got to bring her to the next one. She's not going to let me slide anymore.
No, you got to start bringing the girl out.
She's a huge sports fanatic, too.
We found a huge Zach fanatic.
I also want to ask you another question, if you don't mind.
Let's go.
Okay, who do you have a crush on the celebrities?
Ooh.
I don't know.
She's stealing our
And
stuff
be
here.
honest.
I don't know. There's a whole bunch of hot people. I mean, like, good-looking people are, I mean, one of my co-stars, Zac Efron, I mean, what girl doesn't think he's the hottest thing around?
So I want to be the best in your career, okay?
Okay.
And I'm gonna go.
Or do you have a favorite part of the movie?
I don't know. I have several. It's so much fun. I think one of the most memorable things definitely is learning how to do the waltz, because it's tough, you know? And I mean,
Yeah.
you have to do it with somebody else. And in my case, it was with Zach. So it was just funny learning how to do it and try to not step on each other's feet.
Now, how many times did you guys step on each other's feet when you were doing it?
Honestly, not that many. Zach was really good. Yeah. But Ashley, did Ashley ever tell you about waltzing?
No.
But are there any scenes that were in the first movie that really made you laugh? You know, you got kind of embarrassed, something you had to do?
I got, okay, well, what made me laugh a lot was in part of the movie where me and Troy meet up again, and we're at school, and he's like, I don't believe it. Me either. That part? Well, the part that I could not say, I get really tongue-twisted sometimes, and I said my mom's company transferred her here to Albuquerque. Yeah, I could not say that line for the life of me. It took so many takes for me to get that out. Now that every time me and Zach watch it, we start laughing hysterically because I just couldn't get it out. It was so frustrating. And then he'd try to say it and I'd get him tongue twisted too.
Well, that's good, so you weren't alone.
Yeah, exactly.
But are there any scenes that were in the first movie that really made you laugh? You know, you got kind of embarrassed, something you had to do?
I got, okay, well, what made me laugh a lot was in part of the movie where me and Troy meet up again, and we're at school, and he's like, I don't believe it. Me either. That part? Well, the part that I could not say, I get really tongue-twisted sometimes, and I said my mom's company transferred her here to Albuquerque. Yeah, I could not say that line for the life of me. It took so many takes for me to get that out. Now that every time me and Zach watch it, we start laughing hysterically because I just couldn't get it out. It was so frustrating. And then he'd try to say it, and I'd get him tongue-twisted, too.
Well, that's good, so you weren't alone.
Yeah, exactly.
I bet Zach made you laugh a whole bunch.
Yeah, he's hysterical.
Did he ever make, because when we talked to Raven one time, she would say, like, when they were filming That's So Raven, and they weren't on camera, but somebody else was, they would stand, like, beside the camera.
And make funny faces.
Yeah.
No, we try not to do that because we're trying to be professional, so they don't have to take more and more takes. But you know, like for reaction shots, we had this one time where it was on Zach, and he's supposed to be looking at me and like painting, and it was just on him, like smiling, having fun or whatever. And you know, I think he was tired or something, so he'd look over and he'd smile, but he wasn't like super duper duper like happy. So I was sitting there, and we're filming. I'm sitting there, and he goes back and he starts painting, and he looks back, and me and one of the 80s, who's this huge guy, he sits down where I was sitting, and he looks over thinking it's me, and he saw him, and we started cracking up like he could not finish the scene. He just dropped his paintbrush and looked the other way.
How about sharing with us your thoughts about having Zach and Vanessa since day one in this, and what they contributed to the movie?
Now, from the very first moment that Zach and Vanessa walked into the room to audition for High School Musical 1, was something that drew these two together, and something that sparked when they were, close. And we couldn't give it up. We tried partnering them with other people. We really did. I mean, we tried to not make it work. And at the end of the day, it was impossible to refuse. Their chemistry on screen is magnificent.
What's it like working with Zac Efron?
Now, Zac being the star of the year, what makes him a star, do you think? I mean, besides his great talent, of course.
No, I mean, he's really doing amazing things, I think that he has an amazing career ahead of him, so I can't wait to see what he's done.
How you doing, guys? Good. How was the event? Dude, take it easy, my brother. Nice to meet our team, and I'm definitely coming to see you Bye. Go.
Sorry? Yeah, I think this time around we always try and elevate the dancing in particular, and this time we just push our limits. So it was definitely a challenge for me in particular. Vanessa handles it really well.
Well, this time we actually do a waltz, so it was just really different. We definitely pushed ourselves to the next level. But I think it turned out good. Hopefully you guys like it.
We've got a clip from High School Musical too. Check it out. If you're singing with that boy that I hear she's dating, but I don't know who she is, Zac. Check it out.
Don't have a girlfriend.
That's vintage and very single Zac Efron, but these days the 21-year-old is very much taken with his High School Musical co-star Vanessa Hudgens.
Yeah, I've got it kind of down, especially with Vanessa. She's so easy to dance with. She kind of leads me.
And although Zac and Vanessa are clearly an item, these lovebirds remain coy about their personal relationship.
Just as long as the people around me, the people who mean something to me, know it's real, then that's kind of all that counts.
Are you going to, at any point, maybe hook up with...
Well, I guess we've got to say, in the life of Vanessa Hudgens, for people of a certain age, you and Zac are kind of like the Brangelina for a lot of teenage girls. But do you find, because obviously, you'll know yourself when you were younger, you've got posters up of guys, and if a girl got with that guy, you automatically absolutely hate that girl and stuff. Is that kind of something you're a bit scared of, his teenage girlfriends?
No. It's really sweet. He's great, so he deserves all the care.
And the girls are okay to you?
Yeah.
Imagine, like in say about 5 years, when yourself and Zac have kind of got your own hand on adult acting careers, you're going to hook up again and do a film, you think?
I think it'd be fun eventually, but it has to be the right thing.
But as well, you should be mortal enemies in it or something. Put a twist. Don't do a rom-com. Do something where you're kicking his ass.
Oh, I definitely would.